Hilbert and Oshawott and the water type training event have been teased. But what are your thoughts and opinions on Hilbert and Oshawott? Hilbert. His name is Hilbert. What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Masters. Now get your Chris's ready. Get your berries ready. Hell, even get your Starmies ready. The water trading type event is coming. We're going to be taking out Flint. I think it's going to be relatively easy for me, only because I have Chris, but these events really typically aren't even that hard. We'll explore other videos when we figure out what Flint and whoever they're running with, and we'll figure out the best strategy to complete that. But what I want to focus on in today's episode is Oshawott and Hilbert. So let's take a look at what its infographic and kind of compare it to the other support mons that we have right now. So let's pull up the support from the decks. Filter support. Okay, so let's just go over Oshawott real quick. Okay, sorry, I just want to make sure I was still recording because I actually bumped the cord. Anyway, Oshawott, 5-star. These are the stats at level 100. And things that stick out to me the most right now is the defense and the special defense. Defense, special defense is at 179. I believe the only support in the meta that has better defensive stats than this would be Phoebe. If I don't recall. Yeah, it's the 214 special defense and 197 defense. Other than that, like Lyra has, if we go to Meganium, 112, 159, and then who else? Rosa. That's probably it that's in the meta for support, right? And then Rosa has really good special defense, but less, well, the defense actually is 172. So the defense is pretty comparable, but the special defense of Rosa is a lot better. So other than that, the defense seems pretty good. Now let's see what it can actually do. I don't really care about the moves because it is a support mon, but it does have Aqua Tail and Waterfall. We've done what both moves can do. So here's what it can do. It does have the X speed all, targets all allies, and then the in this together. So this is intriguing. Let's see what it can do. The lower current HP is, the higher it raises allies' attacks. Okay. So here's my issue already. We'll cover that in a second. Let's just look at the skills it's got, and previous stats cannot be lowered. And then shout out to Nintendo. Sorry, Nintendo. Who was it? Nintendo PSX posted this on Reddit. I believe he does these a lot when we get hints or leaks on new sync pairs that we're going to be getting. So shout out to Nintendo. But he also did a little pros and cons and then replacements, what he would recommend you running if you don't have the Oshawott and the Hilbert. So pros: strong defensive stats allow Oshawott to tank quite a bit. Does, because of its defense. Exactly what it just says. The ability to raise speed and attack is useful buff. Being a tank, Oshawott will soak damage, allowing it to use in this together effectively. Lastly, passive to not lose any buffs will be beneficial because of its ability. Cons: Oshawott is entering into a contested placement of support. This is true because we do have Phoebe, we have Rosa, we have Lyra. May be more useful supports depending on the fight. That's right. Lack of survivability skills can be hard or harsh in the long run. Can harm in the long run. Sorry, I'm reading this and it's really, really small. Oshawott depends on skill for offensive, since he's lacking otherwise. So here's all the replacements if you don't pull for Oshawott, and I really don't recommend people pulling for Oshawott, but he lists Lyra, Meganium, Phoebe, Dusclops, Will, Zatsu, and then the Superior and Rosa. And the reason why I don't really recommend Oshawott is because we have Lyra. What can Lyra do with just one of its moves? The Sunny Side Up raises the attack, special attack, and speed of all allied sync pairs, and then sharply if it is Sunny. Oshawott, you have to do both of them, the X speed and the in this together, for it to be somewhat beneficial. And Lyra also has the dire hit. And now Phoebe and Dusclops does the same thing as the in this together, but it also raises the gauge, doesn't it? The lower the HP is, the more this move raises the move gauge and attack of all allied sync pairs. Yeah, the reason why I don't really know is because I don't have Phoebe, alright? So, in my opinion, I love Oshawott. Oshawott's such a cute Pokemon, but it's not enough to break into what's being used in the meta right now. And I highly suggest not spending X amount of dollars to try and pull for Oshawott. Oshawott doesn't really offer anything that we already have. So that's my recommendations. That's my thoughts and opinions on Oshawott. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'm also going to link in the bottom guides on how to do the EX hard challenges, okay? Because it's really frustrating going in with people who don't really know what they're doing. I mean, I have 2 left. I have Rosa and the Skyla to do, but there's no way I can do them with ignorant people. And what do I mean by ignorant? And I'm not trying to like take shots at anybody. It's just lacking knowledge. People that, you know, that can't really grasp how to work together cohesively to beat the EX, the very hards, because that's all I have left is the very hard. So I'm going to list the guides down below. Like, I understand a lot of people don't have a lot of the sync pairs, but it's still good to gain knowledge and learn how to do it. Because I mean, you could still do it as free to play. You can do it as support. Everybody has Rosa. The only one that's probably going to be really hard is Skyla. Like, Olivia is just too OP right now. But yeah, I'm missing Olivia. I'm missing Phoebe. I'm missing Karen. But alright, we're going to cut the video there. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys feel about Oshawott. Until then, as always, peace.